that's also here with us. So, they asked if they could join. I said, of course, come on in. And so, before we jump into the debrief, if we can just go around a little bit and just tell them what were we just talking about, and sort of, I want to hear from you all. Let's let them know what just happened, what took place.
Who wants to go in? Yeah.
So, one takeaway I had from this activity was that, while, from Mason's point, while you might say you will do something when you're thinking about something, that's not always how it happens. And that's what we're trying to, get to a point where we're able to stand up for and help people, no matter, how much we know them, or, what's happening. If something's wrong, we need to stand up.
And so the statements actually, fellas, the statements behind us. So that's what, it was an agree, disagree, unsure. And we asked them to go to different parts of the room and tell us, if my friend is showing prejudice towards a classmate, it is none of my business. Do you agree with that?
My sister started playing basketball, and I ended up going one day just to see her practice. And I ended up having a men's basketball team practice on the court next to her, and they was like, "Hey man, you're pretty tall, you want to play too?" And I was like, "Man, let me give it a try." And ever since then, I just enjoyed the game. I've been playing since I was 10 years old, and it's the thing. It's what I love to do most.
I have a question for both of you. What do you think is the best way to show leadership in a team or just in a community, in your opinion?
Honestly, just to be yourself. Always keep a positive attitude. It's tough with things going on around you, but just gotta have a positive attitude, outlook on life. Scenarios happen. You have to be able to deal with things that happen. You know what I mean? And that's you may not understand that, but things will happen, and I think these conversations will help you deal with many different things in your life. But again, what you make yourself, when social media is so huge today, I'm just gonna let you guys know how it works for me. I have about 30 kids, young people that work for me. The first thing I do when someone puts an application is I go on their Instagram, I go on their Twitter, whatever it is. I go on there and I look. All right, what your perception is of yourself, you don't know. All right, people are gonna make the perception of you. You don't create your own perception. You can try, but just remember that. All right, be a leader within yourself. All you can do is control yourself, and don't let other people control you. Control your emotions by comments on your pages. That's crazy. All right, no one can control you but you, and that's the most important thing I try to tell people is, I'm me, and that's who I am. Take it or leave it.
2 claps for that. No question there.
This question's for both you guys. What made you guys want to go into the professional basketball? When did you guys know you want to go professional?
See, for me, I decided I wanted to chase this life when I was 17. Played national team one time back in Portugal, and I've heard it from a couple people say that I had a pretty good chance of making it over here. So at that point, the flip just switched. I put all my chips into the game and just started really working out with a goal to make it to the NBA. Until then, it was just pretty much a mirage in the horizon. But after that, it's just you start believing and you putting in a little bit of work, and it just things just start going the right way because of the work you put in.
As far as me, I knew from the beginning. I knew from I was 2 years old, that's what I wanted to do. Because my mom and dad were 15. So she was pregnant at 15 and had me at 16. So when I was 2 years old, I went to my dad's junior college basketball game, and I watched him play on this terrible court with no one watching the game at all. It was the worst game ever, but I don't know why. From that point on, I said that's what I want to do, and I've never wanted to do anything else other than that from the time I can remember.
See, for me, I think it's about being able to block out the noise. You know you're not perfect. You know how many people watch the game, how many people enjoy watching the NBA or the Celtics, whatever it is. So you know you're not going to please everybody. You're not perfect. So at the end of the day, you just got to be able to embrace yourself and live with what you're doing. You know you're not going to please everybody. People are always going to try and say anything about you. So find happiness in the things that aren't going to change on you. For example, your family, the hobbies that you like to do. So I tend to lean into what makes me happy more than anything.
Appreciate. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just think the adversity is again just part of life, right? It's adversity. In sports, to me, I think we take the adversity and it makes us want to go do more. You know what I'm saying? It makes us want to cook, right? And we get that adversity. So I think that's the way we're able to adjust it into sports. I don't think it's that easy in society, but again, it's just life. You gotta deal with it.
2 claps. All right, so just want to thank both Nemi and Dana for sharing that insight with us. I felt like we can all get a little inspired from just listening to each other, learning from each other.